family nurse practitioner, a certified herbalist, Reiki master and teacher, a certified EFT practitioner and integrative wellness coach. Paula has more than 30 years experience in traditional and holistic medicine. Paula was a critical care nursing instructor at the world-renowned Cleveland Clinic for more than a decade. She taught nursing at 2 Ohio colleges and practiced primary care in a busy family practice in Medina, Ohio for 18 years, prior to moving to California in 2010. Paula brings a unique perspective to wellness with her combined expertise in traditional Western medicine and holistic medicine. She provides a truly integrative approach that emphasizes the integrity and harmony of body, mind, and spirit. She is the chairman of the medical advisory board at hempSMART and has helped to formulate their innovative CBD-based products. Paula, I'd like to hand over to you now. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Suzanne. I'm delighted to be here, and I have to tell you that, you know, my journey over the years has been primarily in the holistic and natural realm, and I have looked at lots and lots of products, both things I've researched on my own and things that my clients have brought to me to look at. And what I have found is in the natural realm and the herbal supplements, there's a lot of hype and very little substance. There's a lot of things out there that are pretty harmless, but not a lot of them are really therapeutic. So when I was invited 2 years ago to look at hempSMART and the company and what they were thinking about in terms of products, I went with a degree of healthy skepticism. And I think people need to be skeptical about what they're looking at. And what I found really captured my heart, in that this is a company that's very dedicated to quality and integrity and producing the best products out there. So what I want to do is just to lay a little bit of groundwork this evening so that we're all on the same page about what CBD is and how it works. And then I'll talk a little bit about our specific products. And then if there's time, I'll be happy to answer a few questions at the end of the segment. Our bodies are hardwired to use CBD. That's something that a lot of people are not familiar with. It wasn't until 1992 that scientists discovered something called the endocannabinoid system. And every mammal, not just humans, but our pets too, have endocannabinoid systems. Can you hear me okay? Okay. So our endocannabinoid system is kind of the orchestra conductor for our body. The endocannabinoid system is responsible for regulating communication between our cells, our organs, our glands, and our tissues. So it has an extremely important job in maintaining balance and harmony in the body. So I tell people is, it's important to understand that CBD as a natural supplement does not address disease. In fact, it's illegal for any natural substance to make disease claims. We can't say that CBD helps diabetes, or CBD cures cancer, or CBD eliminates seizures. What CBD does is it works on the endocannabinoid system, which establishes balance and harmony in the body. And when there is balance and harmony and our cells are communicating properly, then the body is not hospitable to any disease condition. So what we do is much more powerful than address symptoms. And you'll see lots of CBD companies out there making illegal claims. And the fact is, down the road, those companies are going to go away because they will be prohibited or removed because of those claims about diseases. But we don't need to make those. The endocannabinoid system, as I said, is the orchestra conductor, regulates communication between cells, organs, glands, and tissues. There are three main functions of the endocannabinoid system. First of all, it regulates all of our hormones. not just the sex hormones like estrogen and progesterone and testosterone, but it regulates our thyroid hormones. It regulates our adrenal hormones in times of stress. Not that any of us have stress, for heaven's sake, but when you look at a lot of the complaints in terms of health challenges that occur, they're stress related. So if we're supporting the system of the body that regulates stress, we're going to take care of lots of health challenges as a result of that. The second thing that the endocannabinoid system does after regulating hormones is it regulates brain chemistry. So all of our brain chemicals, from serotonin to melatonin to dopamine and GABA and the things that regulate our moods on a day-to-day basis, are balanced and regulated and harmonized by the endocannabinoid system. So again, we're providing a supplement that stimulates and supports the endocannabinoid system to regulate brain chemistry. If our brain chemistry is properly regulated and balanced, then mood disorders, sleep disorders, anxiety, depression have a difficult time existing. Not because we treat those conditions, but we support the system that prevents those conditions from occurring. So it's a matter of language, but it's a fine point, but it's very important in protecting the company. We can't make disease claims. I can't say CBD treats depression, but what CBD does is support the endocannabinoid system to regulate my brain chemistry to function. So very, very powerful. The third thing that the endocannabinoid system does, it balances hormones, it balances brain chemistry. The third one is a big one. It regulates the hormones that control inflammation in the body. Now, inflammation is the root cause of just about every chronic health condition. So whether we're talking about diabetes or Parkinson's disease or Alzheimer's or cancer or fibromyalgia or chronic fatigue, autoimmune disorders, all of those things have at their root inflammation. So CBD doesn't treat any of those diseases, but what CBD does is through the endocannabinoid system, it regulates inflammation in the body. If we have a healthy inflammatory response, then those other health challenges cannot exist. So we work at a very foundational level. Stay away from health claims. Don't mention disease names. Don't mention symptoms. We don't treat epilepsy or migraines or cancer or diabetes. But what we do is we support the wisdom of every cell in the body to heal and repair the way it was always designed to do. So very, very powerful. And what we can say, just say it in the right language and stay away from disease names and disease claims. Another common misunderstanding about CBD is when people hear CBD, which stands for cannabidiol, they think CBD is equivalent to marijuana. And I like to use an analogy to explain this that really helps people to get the big picture. The cannabis family is a broad category. The cannabis family includes both marijuana and hemp, just like the canine family includes every species of dog, from Chihuahuas to St. Bernards. Now, Chihuahuas and St. Bernards are very different in their appearance and their qualities. Just the same, marijuana and hemp are very different in their qualities. So all of our products at hempSMART come from hemp, not from marijuana. Both plants have CBD. Marijuana is lower in CBD and higher in a molecule called THC. That's the molecule that makes you high or gives you a buzz, if you want to refer to it that way. Marijuana hemp by law, hemp has to have less than 0.3% THC. Marijuana can have anywhere from 5 to 20% of that intoxicating molecule. Hemp has to have less than 0.3% THC. That's less than 3 parts per thousand. But hempSMART goes one step further, and we remove all THC. All of our products at hempSMART are THC free. That gives you two assurances. Number one, you don't need to worry about clouding your mental faculties. You'll be sharp, you'll be able to think clearly, you'll be at the top of your game. And number two, you don't need to worry about failing a drug test. Whether we're doing urine testing or blood testing, when they test for marijuana, they test for the breakdown products of THC. Since our products are THC free, there are no breakdown products, therefore no risk of failing a drug test. So I have people who are pilots and lawyers and health professionals and law enforcement people who are tested periodically and randomly by their employers. Absolutely no worry about failing a drug test or having your mental faculties affected at all. So CBD is a wonderful therapeutic natural substance. Not all CBD is created equal, though. And now that the awareness about CBD is increasing and it's becoming more popular, and the public is gaining an appreciation of how beneficial it can be, because there is very little regulation, anybody can make CBD. Somebody can go out in their garage and make CBD oil or tincture and put it in a bottle and sell it. You can, in the United States, and perhaps the same in the UK, you can go into a gas station and you go inside to pay, and you find on the counter, along with the candy bars and the crisps, you have bottles of CBD for sale. The problem is, if you don't know where that comes from, you could get yourself into trouble. CBD, in addition to being helpful for our health, is helpful for the health of the planet. I tell people it's a great solution for personal and planetary health. And it helps the planet because it cleans the air by absorbing carbon emissions, and it cleans the soil because it pulls herbicides, pesticides, heavy metals out of the soil. And so it's good for the planet. However, those carbon emissions and the toxins from the soil end up in the hemp plant. So if your hemp is grown in an area that is not clean, if it's not organically grown and tested for purity, you may be putting things in your body that you don't want. Along with the CBD, you may be getting heavy metals, you may be getting pesticides, and lots of things that are certainly not conducive to health. So the important thing is you want a good, clean, organic source for your CBD. All of our CBD products are organically grown, and they are tested by an independent certified lab for both potency and purity. We test the raw materials before we formulate the products, and then we test the products before they're bottled. So we have a double check, and certificates of analysis are available so that you can see that what we say is in our products is in there, and what we say is not in there in terms of contaminants also is verified. So, we're checked for heavy metals, for bacterial contamination, for fungal contamination, so that you know that what you're getting is truly a quality product. The second thing that's important to know about your hemp or your CBD is that a lot of people will use what's called CBD isolate. There are more than 400 therapeutic compounds in the hemp plant. CBD isolate is one molecule, and that's an inexpensive way to make CBD, is you can just pull that one substance from the hemp plant, put it in a bottle, and sell it as CBD, and that's legal. And CBD in and by itself is helpful. But Mother Nature put lots of cofactors along with CBD in that hemp plant. Along with the CBD, there's CBC and CBG and CBA and CBN and active terpenes, which are volatile compounds, volatile oils in the plant, and they work together synergistically to give us what's called an entourage effect. Entourage meaning the whole, the symphony of that whole plant compound. So at hempSMART, we use full spectrum CBD. The only thing that we remove is the THC, so that you're not getting that mind-altering effect, but you're getting the benefit of all of those cannabinoids, all of those therapeutic terpenes to help your body work more effectively. The endocannabinoid system actually produces small amounts of cannabinoids on its own. When under times of stress, we produce cannabinoids. There are cannabinoids in breast milk, so it's a very natural, healthy substance for our body to have. But under times of stress, whether it's physical stress or emotional stress, we use up those cannabinoids very quickly. So what we are doing is a very natural, healthy way of supplementing the endocannabinoid system so that it can perform its orchestra conductor functions to maintain harmony and balance among every system of the body. So really, really powerful what we're able to do. So we don't need to use disease names or disease claims, just explain through the endocannabinoid system. We support the wisdom of every cell in the body to heal and repair as it was always designed to do. It's that simple. So I want to talk a little bit about our individual products, and I want you to know that we have at our disposal the cream of the crop when it comes to endocannabinoid system support. Our CBD products are absolutely unparalleled in the industry. You will find competitors, but you will not find a company that has the purity, the potency, the integrity, and the dedication to quality that you have at hempSMART. So first of all, we have our CBD oil, and we have CBD oil for people, and we have CBD oil for pets. Remember I said all mammals have endocannabinoid systems. So your cats, your dogs, your horses, your goats can all benefit this in the same way that you do. The drops come in 4 flavors. They come in lemon, orange, mint, and strawberry. They come in 2 potencies. They come in 250 milligrams per bottle and 500 milligrams per bottle. So there's a variety of forms. One of the things I like to do when I'm doing introductions to CBD is I do taste testing and let people taste the different flavors. They're all natural flavors, nothing artificial, no artificial colors, flavoring, sweeteners. Unflavored CBD oil tastes a little bit like something out of your lawnmower bag. It's not very palatable, but these are very lightly flavored with natural plant oils, nothing synthetic. It has just a hint of stevia so that it's more palatable and just a tiny bit sweet, but people generally like all of the flavors. The pet oils are the same quality. They're human grade. They are bacon flavor. There's nothing animal sourced in them. Again, they use a combination of plant oils and somehow come up with a bacon flavor. It doesn't taste terribly bacony to me, but I'm not a bacon person. So, I have a couple of guys who really like bacon, and they use the bacon flavored pet drops, and it's okay to do that because they're human grade, as I said. But, generally people will start with a dropper full or 2 droppers full a day of the pet drops just to support their endocannabinoid system to function and regulate the various systems of the body. The second product that we have is the brain capsules. The brain capsules have 10 milligrams of organic full spectrum CBD, so it's equivalent to 1 dropper full of the 250 milligram drops, excuse me, but along with the CBD, the brain capsules have synergistic botanicals, herbs, that specifically support brain chemistry. There's a whole new area of research called nootropic, Nootropic, nootropic supplementation. And nootropics are those supplements that support brain health. They support communication between brain cells and the development of healthy new brain cells. Up until about 15 years ago, we didn't even know it was possible to develop new brain cells, but we know now there is good scientific evidence that both high quality CBD and an herb called bacopa help to stimulate a process called neurogenesis, development of new brain cells, laying down of new infrastructure in the brain. Absolutely incredible when it comes to supporting and maintaining brain health. So we're supporting memory, focus, learning, cognition, being able to problem solve, be at the top of your game, increasing your ability to get restful sleep, to focus and be in the zone and have true mental clarity during your waking hours. So the brain is helpful in that area. Personally, I take the CBD drops for overall support, and I also take 2 of the brain capsules every day. I have a family history. My mom passed away of Alzheimer's 10 years ago. And so I look for anything that can help to keep my brain healthy and sharp and keep me at the top of my game. And the brain capsules are a cheap insurance policy for me when it comes to being able to do that kind of brain support on a daily basis. The next product is the pain, and we have a pain cream and a pain capsule. The pain cream is for localized topical relief of sore, achy muscles, joints, tissues. It's great if you strain or sprain something. You know, if you're working in the garden, you've got a sore shoulder or sore elbow, or maybe you over-exercised on the weekend and you've got a knee that's a little bit achy because you over-exercised or strained. Topical relief from the pain cream is almost instantaneous. It's a great product to sample because people will see relief within 5 to 10 minutes. And we're getting absolutely rave reviews about the pain cream. If your aches and pains are more generalized, it's hard to slather the cream from head to toe. So if you're just kind of achy all over, the pain capsules are more helpful. Both of them have full spectrum organic CBD. They both have full spectrum organic turmeric, which is getting a lot of research, not just curcumin like you see in some of the less expensive products out there, but full spectrum turmeric, it's much more effective than just curcumin. We also have things like ashwagandha and rhodiola. Arnica is in the topical cream. Arnica is a homeopathic compound that's very effective for aches, pains, bruising, and that sort of thing. The products both contain frankincense. The pain capsules have a cucumber extract. The brand name is Cuvitis, and it's getting major attention from some major medical centers around the world for its effect on helping pain without any side effects. So both of those products are very, very helpful. And then the last product in our lineup right now, and I say right now because there are several things in the pipeline that you'll be hearing about in the coming months, but our last current product is the face moisturizer. The face moisturizer is amazing. It is a moisturizer it absorbs more like a serum. It's not greasy, it's not sticky, it's very light. I'm a real minimalist when it comes to skincare, but I use the moisturizer twice a day when I wash my face in the morning and the evening. It is very rich in ceramides, and if you look at the really expensive face creams, ceramides is one of their claim to fame. Our plant ceramides come from things like pomegranate oil, rosehip oil, frankincense, sea buckthorn oil, amla, just really rich plant sources. And it not only moisturizes and hydrates the skin, but it nourishes skin cells and helps with skin turnover and renewal of skin cells in a very healthy way. So we're not exfoliating with an abrasive, but we're actually encouraging healthy skin turnover from the inside, if you will, by using a good moisturizer. So we have the CBD drops for humans humans and pets. That's just for overall support of the endocannabinoid system. And again, the mantra that I want you to get used to is the endocannabinoid system is the orchestra conductor of the body. It regulates all of our hormones, all of our brain chemistry, and regulates inflammation. It supports the wisdom of every cell in the body to heal and repair the way it was designed to. If our body is functioning optimally, it's not hospitable to any health challenge. And as long as you speak that language, then you're absolutely compliant. Along with the drops for specific targeted support, we have the brain product for learning, memory, recall, faster thinking, restful sleep, being at the top of your game, being in the zone, being able to concentrate. We have the pain formula, both the topical cream and the pain capsule for aches, pains, especially those that come from overexertion and overexercise. And lastly, the face moisturizer to help rejuvenate, renew skin cells, get rid of fine lines and wrinkles, and age spots, just makes the appearance of the skin much more radiant. So that kind of summarizes the product line that we have. And I think we have a few minutes left. If there are some questions, I'll throw it back over to you, Suzanne, and I'll be happy to answer a few.
Thank you, Paula.
Yes, so if anyone has any questions, this is the time to ask them. We have to go one at a time and we'll try and stop any echoes, etc. So fantastic, Paula. Thank you so much for doing that for us this